Gosh, dude. Can I just be in
Can you guys
one-on-one,
take
please?
turns for the love of God? I hate everyone.
Dude, I'm muting everyone. It's just gonna be
Okay,
1v1.
okay.
Only one to be okay. So
Wait, who's talking then? Oh, okay, never
I'm
mind. Sorry,
talking,
continue.
Dylan. So
Yeah, fine.
hypothetically, I'm in America. We colonialism, right? You disagreed that you conceded that the native utopia is bad. So what's your problem with Americans waging war and getting land and stuff like that?
Because again, it's taking away the right of self-determination of those people. The idea of a civilizing mission was a complete myth made up by European powers to justify what they were doing. And most of the time, they just obviously did it for cash, they did it for money, they did it for resources. Their goal was never civilization. And when they did go to new places, they kicked out the natives, made them go to reservations, then they go whatever the fuck, established their own cities, their own towns, just kept doing that until the entire continent was boom, all white Americans.
Well, yeah, that's how war works. I'm not. I don't think that. Again, I don't think that's awful because what
Okay,
the natives were
okay,
practicing.
yeah. So
I
basically,
think
wait,
that
sorry, I'm
if you're
sorry.
gonna
Continue.
bring, I let you speak. I think if you bring Western culture and Western morality to them instead of them doing committing genocides amongst each other because they did, they wiped out entire tribes. I wouldn't be against that. Also, natives did that to each other too, so it wasn't even like
Yes, they did, but
they did do
every
it to each other,
again,
and we just did
what?
it back to them. So
Yes,
I wouldn't say that's immoral.
but it's not a reprisal. I mean, what are you doing back to them? There's nothing that again. Your idea is that it's a civilizing mission, but they never civilized anyone. They herded them away, and by proxy, by cultural osmosis, those natives, quote unquote, got civilized, which just means
Well, we tried
they
to. No, we
cozied up to
tried
the colonial
to.
masters.
But here's the thing: we've
Hold up,
the
Blake, Blake,
Aztecs have been
please,
doing the same.
please, Blake, Razor. I love you, dude, but like,
What's going
please.
on?
Okay, I have a point for you, right? So here's the thing, right? With the natives, we conquered the land because that happens in war. And even if you say it's like, I don't know if you're arguing that America was stolen land or like,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
yeah, it was, but every place is
Okay,
stolen land
so
anyway.
even just say it was immoral, right? And we conquered the land. They refused to assimilate, and that's why we pushed them off
Yeah,
because
and why
they
should they
were
assimilate to a foreign people?
because well, first of all, when you lose a war, right, and you're still doing those atrocities that are against the legal code of the country, that's different. That's still immoral. I think that's bad. So, for example, if you're still doing your human sacrifice or you're still doing your stuff like that,
Hmm.
and you're under another country's legal code, they have the right to enforce their laws because it's their land now.
Okay, so just to be clear, do you think that like strength is the core like value of morality? Like the stronger destroying the weaker automatically makes the stronger right like have its rightful place. Am I making sense? English is my friend. Isn't my
I
first
don't think you're
language.
making
Sorry.
sense. Are you trying to say
Okay,
that
sorry.
like
Do
I don't think
do
you're
you
making
think that the
sense?
strongest has a right to crush the weakest? Like, do you think that
No,
they have a
no,
right
no.
to
Of
because
course
they're strong?
not. No,
Okay, sorry. I'm just sorry. My English isn't my first language, so I have a problem with
that's
grammar
fine.
sometimes.
Yeah,
My bad.
that's fine. No, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. But I believe that in war, if you conquer the land, that land's yours. But I do believe in force doctrine too. Yeah, I do believe in force doctrine. So,
I mean, sure, that's war, that's annexation, but but that's wrong. Like we both share completely different views that we cannot like come to a middle ground, I guess. You think that
well, no,
colonialism was
you're
this,
you're saying
you know,
that America was stolen land, right? And I'm saying
it
that
literally
it's
was, yes.
okay.
But then he's saying everything was
Hold
stolen
up,
land. It
hold up,
doesn't
hold
matter.
up, hold up, please,
Everything.
please. Let me just do this 1v1, okay, please. All
I
right.
yeah,
Okay, so let's talk about stolen land, right? Would that mean that the natives stole land from each other?
probably, I don't know.
So war is stolen land.
Yes.
How? What's because I would say stolen land is like if you
Wait,
keep
sorry,
the
no, I
massive amounts of
misunderstood you.
illegal immigration and take over cities and take over the
No,
country,
no,
that's stolen land. But
no, no,
when you
I'm sorry. I misunderstood. What I meant by stolen land was a foreign power that's not native to the land. Native war is on native land. There's no stealing. It's just people having different hands over a patch of grass, you know?
I know,
But
but
there's no
when you
argument
go
about
to war for that
colonialism.
land, when you go to war for that land and you win the war, that's your land now. That's under international law. That's under every
Yeah,
like
yeah,
legal
sure,
system of war. If you win the land,
fine,
that's
yeah,
yours.
sure.
So that means that it can't be stolen land because that means that the natives were just as bad as us in terms of like stealing land, and that
I
means
think
that it
if we're
wouldn't
gonna
be
go by like
immoral to take their land.
if we're
Hold
gonna
up.
go by like de jure law, and you know, it says on the map that it's mine, and you have to follow my rules, then sure, yeah, you're right. But we're going by what happened to them, and what happened to them was literally dudes coming in, killing them, stealing their land, pushing them off until they eventually
That
got
isn't
pushed away.
true. That's a complete fallacy of what they did.
That they land. Look, I read about American history, but I'm not as good as others. But the Spanish came, they started doing shit.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
Americans.
Okay, you
Yeah,
tell me
the
that.
Spanish. What the Spanish would do is they come over here and then they conquered the land in war. And guess what? When you
Right.
conquer a land in war, that's now your land. So now you are submissive to the other person's culture and the other person's legal code. So if you're
Sorry, I
still
can't take the word
doing,
submissive. Mhm.
if you're
I can't take
still,
the word submissive seriously. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I know. But let's just continue. You have to be in. Okay, what's a better word than submissive? In line with the other country's legal code.
Sure.
And you
Yeah.
can't break that country's legal code because it's not your country anymore. So when they were doing that, when they're still doing those immoral practices, well, I think they're immoral, but when they're doing those immoral practices and it's against the
Kalima.
legal code, then that's still
Mhm.
wrong, and they have the right to inflict punishment on you because it's their country.
Yeah, it's their country, but the natives always have the right to rebel against their occupiers. I
They,
mean, they
listen.
don't
They
have
could
to
have
follow the
rebelled,
rules.
and they tried to, and they still lost.
Yeah, because one side had guns, the other had funny sticks.
That doesn't matter.
He had shit
That's
on a stick, and the other guy had a
irrelevant.
musket. It's
That,
it's not irrelevant. It's the material conditions of the conflict. You have Ook Block with his shit on a stick, and then you have whatever holding a musket. Who do you think is gonna win?
that's irrelevant to whether the land is American land or native land.
It's native land. It has always been native land.
They
Do you think
lost.
I'm a liberal?
You conceded already that if you win a war, that's not stolen land. You already agreed to that.
No, I said it was de jure stolen, which means by law, sure, but on the ground, it is stolen.
Okay,
Annexation
so
doesn't mean that it's right.
what would not be stolen land to you? Because let's just also think of America, right? We got the 13 colonies. We broke free from the British, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Then we got the rest of the land by defeating the Mexicans in a war, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Mhm.
Then also.
Then the
Also,
Missouri Purchase, what was it called? Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, that too. We had that. Then we had the Oregon Treaty, and then we did something else that got the rest. So
Yeah.
we bought most of our land from other nations that was recognized under their land. So
Yeah, just
that isn't
colonialism
even
changing
stealing.
hands.
That isn't even stealing because we didn't even go to war with most of these native tribes, and when they were breaking our laws, we actually the Trail of Tears has a much more different history to it than you think. But besides the point, we forced them out because they were still doing those immoral practices. We're being refusing to assimilate.
Okay. Can I continue, or are you still going?
No, you can go.
Okay. Just you said a lot of things at once. I'm just gonna like take a second to compile it all.
Go ahead.
Well, when the Americans bought the land from the other, European powers, that was just changing hands from one colonizer to another. It's just the only time where a land is truly like independent and native is when it's native people, not race, native people just lived on the land and have ancestral ties to it, live on it, and have self-sovereignty. What the Americans did was just more colonialism, but now we pay you instead of kill you.
But we did buy the land
So,
from the natives. We bought it from the French.
yeah, you bought it from colonizers, and
Yeah,
the
but
Americans were also
even
colonizers.
then, that's still are we we didn't even steal land. That wouldn't be stealing our land, or that wouldn't be stealing land at all.
It would be
Because
stealing it from them. I mean,
well,
you didn't
no,
literally go in and steal from the French, sure. You
buying
didn't steal it
land,
literally.
buying land is stealing.
I was just gonna say that. No, if you buy from a country, it's not stealing. But again, on the ground, it is stealing. These natives saw first the Spanish come in, then the Americans, sorry, then the British, then the Americans, and the Americans started expanding. And every time they tried to run away from the Americans, they just kept coming. And if you look from afar and just look at like what happened from a macro level, sure, it's purchases. You're purchasing land from a country. What's the problem? But again, it is stolen land being given to others. Like imagine you steal a TV and then you sell it. That's still stolen. It's still a stolen thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have two questions for you. Um,
Sure.
do you think the natives? Do we? Okay, my bad. I completely worded that question wrong.
It's fine. It's
Do
fine.
you,
Don't worry.
do you think that we should give the land back to the natives?
It's too late. I mean, look, personally for me, my
Okay,
view on America is just whatever. Sorry.
okay. It's just because yeah, sure, it's too late. It's like native population completely like
Yeah,
it's like
like
what we talk.
barely there. You
It's
can't
rare.
manage a state with like a couple of dudes There's
Okay.
not enough.
Now, hypothetically, in the 1890s, when the native population was still bigger, should we give their land back to the natives?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so which native tribe? Because they fought wars over
Look,
that.
man, I don't know about tribes and their names. I'm sorry. Like, I can't
I
argue
know,
with you on
but
that. I'm
now
not American.
this is the English contingency argument, and this is the problem with I can't speak English right now.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
There's, there's like a there's a problem with this, right? The natives would fight
What?
for each other's land amongst a lot, right? So which tribe would you give it back to? Because there's a tribe that we conquered it from, then there's a tribe that they conquered it from, then they conquered. It's just an endless line to the start of their times. So you don't even know who to give it back to because they fought wars and they didn't see us stealing, and we just did the same thing back to them.
I mean, by that time, we're talking about hypotheticals, so I'm just gonna talk in, would be, could be, should be. The natives by that time definitely would have had an idea of governance taken from the Western model of it, and even if there wasn't a Western model to teach them, they would have come to the conclusion by themselves. Maybe not the same way that okay, I almost said we, but not Western, that you guys have it. Uh,
Wait, but
the
I don't
tribes.
feel like this answered my question. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't feel like this answered my question.
Sorry, yeah, I totally went off track. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah, for some
Uh,
reason I'm restricted. Guys, fuck off. So pretty much what I was trying to say is that
yeah, who do you give the
which
land to? Which tribe?
yeah, which tribe do you give it to? Because you have the tribe in 1890 that was in that land. Just say the 13 colonies, right? There was
Yeah, sure.
many different tribes there, but they fought wars for that land, and then and there's a continuous line. Who do we give it back to?
Yeah. I mean, at that point, like you have to ask that American historian, man. I'm sorry. Uh, I can't really like answer that. My knowledge about America is just like what
But
I
here's the
read,
thing:
but I didn't read much.
they didn't. So you're making a presupposition of like, oh, war is stealing land, but they didn't see it that way, and they didn't see it as stealing land because they did it to each other many different times. So you can't even give back the land because you don't even know who to give back to. Do you give it back to the guys who had it before, or do you give it back to the first ones, or like? But
You give it,
who do
yeah.
you give it back to?
I mean, you would probably have to like get all the tribes and their leaders to negotiate and have a meeting on a partition of the continent amongst the lines that they prefer. Like like I'll use an example. You know the Balfour Declaration?
No.
It
Oh, when the
was
wait, hold
basically
up, say that again.
after
I just said no for no reason.
the,
What you said?
the Balfour Declaration.
No.
Okay, so basically, I think it was like right before the end of World War One, the British made a pact on how to split the Middle East. All right, all the Arab countries.
Oh, yeah, I know
But
what you're
here's the
talking
thing:
about.
they didn't
Israel, yeah,
consult
yeah.
anyone who lived. No, that was a different thing. That was Sykes-Picot. But the Balfour Declaration. Wait, no, sorry, it's the opposite. Sykes-Picot was the what was thing to divide. Balfour was Israel.
Okay.
Sykes-Picot was basically we divide the Arab world, we divide all the countries, but we're not going to consult anyone. So just completely like you have like for example my country Egypt and the border with Sudan. You see how like how straight it is,
Mm-hmm.
like a complete straight line. That was not anything that anyone had to say in. And thus, when did you have tribes getting like mixed up, a lot of conflicts, a lot of problems erupted, and
There's a
so
problem. There's a major problem. I think you made a major blunder here.
mhm,
The problem with this is that let's just say the 13 colonies, right? Many different
uh-huh,
tribes, and
yeah,
other tribes still exist, right? That were
yeah.
conquered. So wouldn't that create just further more conflict within each other who gets the land? Because
I mean, you would
you
have
can't just
to.
split.
It
You
wouldn't.
can't just split it up because originally there's native tribes in that land, and then they got conquered. But then if you split it up, there's gonna be more conflict within those tribes. So you can't really even give them back to the land
No,
because
not
they.
if you give not if you give the tribes a say in how they're divided. If you give them the say in how their land is divided by their ancestral rights, while still keeping, a level head, having someone be a level head in the room, maybe a federal or whatever, you have the people of those places exercise their right to self-sovereignty and divide their land as they see fit. And you wouldn't have problems because everyone knows where they are already from years and years of living and settling there. Now it's official.
Okay,
Now it's the land back to
you know
natives.
we did that already. We did that in the Trail of Tears. We
The
gave them
reservations.
we gave them in the Trail of Tears. We did that. They were able to pick their own land.
Yeah, but it wasn't bountiful land, was it?
What do you say?
It wasn't land that was good enough for building a state, and it wasn't even a
It
state. It was
was.
just
They actually
a.
picked it. So they actually picked that land in the Trail of Tears. If you I know you probably don't like, you probably hate Matt Walsh, but I'm saying Matt Walsh, right?
Yeah, I know him.
If you watch a documentary on this, right?
The Real
And
History of Slavery.
no, I think that was not that was a different one.
Yeah, that was the Nazi one.
There was one in Native American history, right? They were
All right,
able
sure.
to choose where they wanted to go, right? They were able to do their own walking, and they agreed to do it. We didn't just force them out; they agreed to go there, and they picked their own land, and they also did their own traveling. So what is immoral there? It's the same exact thing that you're saying. I'm just repeating back to you that we already did with Andrew Jackson.
Okay, look, I have to, read about this, and maybe I'll have to find out. I'm not giving an excuse. I do plan on reading about that because this isn't my area of expertise.
Yeah, it's fine. But I
Okay.
just think it's like it's crazy to say that we stole the land when that means that other native tribes stole the land from each other and they didn't even agree to that presupposition. And also with the Trail of Tears, they also picked their own land. They're okay with it, and they agreed to it at the end part. They didn't have to choose it. So that's my thing. I don't think it's immoral that what we did. I think we went to war, and even if the war was unjust, we still got the land, and we still won, and that's our land under legality, under I think most of morality. I mean, Muhammad did the same thing too, right? So I don't think it's morally wrong.
There was a difference between the conquests of the Muslims and the conquests of the West, not like morally, just structurally, they were different.
But Muhammad. I think Muhammad went to war and he took other
Allah
lands.
when the Muslims conquered, they had a very for the time very liberal way of conquering. They basically just imposed tax, let people keep their rights and their legislation and everything, and just left. Like they didn't like
wait,
they didn't.
hold up. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's true. I've looked at stuff that says that's not true. I'll have to do
I
more
mean, look,
research. I'm
it's a
not sure,
sources thing.
but
Like, a lot of people on the right are
but
very towards
but
my
what
people.
they did, that land was recognized as under them. They would take the land, then let them live there, but it was still under their jurisdiction.
Yes, the Sharia,
Yeah, so it
Sharia
was under
law.
their jurisdiction. So your prophet did the same thing that the Americans did. Maybe that was not. Maybe sure, it wasn't as ruthless. I don't know if that's true. No, I can't.
It was not.
Again,
In
I'm
fact,
not gonna. I don't want to take because I don't want. It's like
it's
me
fine.
saying it's like me saying that colonialism was morally good, right? I just you wouldn't trust me on my word on that, right?
It's a very spanning statement. Yeah, it's fine.
So
It
I would
makes
say, but even then, you guys, Muhammad took land and recognized it under their country, and it's the same thing that the Americans did. We would win wars, and that would be recognized under us.
Yes, but they didn't impose with Americans. They
That's
imposed
not what I'm
their
saying.
your.
That means Muhammad stole land. That means Muhammad stole land from other countries, and I think it's stealing a sin. I'm not sure if stealing a sin is in
I mean, yeah, stealing the stuff from the store is haram unless you're stealing to keep yourself alive. In which case, it's frowned upon but not forbidden
So
outright.
Muhammad, according to your logic, stole land because he won a war, and then that means he committed a sin or a haram. I
Not
don't
a
know what you
sin, though. I mean, haram. Yeah, you're right. You got it. Yeah.
So he became committing something that's haram because he stole land from a war that he won.
I mean, you can't exactly compare like 1800s
That's not the point.
colonialism with like
That's just not the
13.
point. That is not the point.
No,
Continue.
no, continue. It's fine.
Yeah, so that's like I'm just doing a logical internal critique, right? Muhammad won land because he won the war. So that means,
Mhm.
according to you, because you said here that war is stealing, right? You said war is stealing land. So that means that he's committing something haram, which I think I'm not sure, but I think Muhammad was considered as perfect.
Not perfect. He did have flaws, and the Quran does mention that he had a lot of flaws as a person. Just something on it.
Okay, so did he commit a sin? Did he commit a sin, or I keep saying sin, a haram thing, when he conquered?
It's the same word, yeah.
Oh, same word. Okay. Did he commit a sin when he conquered other nations and then recognized it as under his own country? Did he commit the sin of stealing?
I mean, Islam is not a sin because it's spreading the religion, and it wasn't
What I
as
can say the same thing about
harmful of a war.
colonialism, though. They were spreading Catholicism.
Could I say this? If I'm not mistaken, Muhammad didn't even conquer most of the the caliphate. It was first of all, it was
That's not
Khalid
even the
ibn
point. I don't
Walid.
care. He conquered
Yes, Khalid ibn
land.
Walid and Umar ibn
No, no,
al-Khattab,
he
yes.
united. No, he united the Arab Peninsula. He didn't conquer it. He united it.
Yes. Wait, Chosen, thank you. How do you know more than me? That's fine, but thank you.
I'm not even sure
You
that's true.
you were
Is
using
that
it.
true?
I mean, me and him are
Wait,
Chosen.
no,
Aren't you
that
like
is still
Arab?
conquering. That still is conquering other nations because
No,
you're inflicting on their
No,
culture.
he did it It was diplomatically,
Yes,
and
there wasn't that many
and the
conquests.
Hijaz
Well,
and the
we did it. Wait,
Hijaz
hold
got
up. So we
attacked.
did the same thing with the natives.
Not really, because you guys did a systemic like I don't even
Oh
want
my
to.
Genocide,
god.
yes.
Chosen. Oh my gosh. No,
He's
okay.
right.
So I don't know if you were. I don't know if the whole Trail of Tears things is when one yard the other with you, but we did like give them diplomatic answers, and they also agreed to go to their own like missionaries and their own things, right? And they did their own thing, and they
Did
went
it
on their own
happen
tier
after the conquest or before the conquest?
after the conquest. Why not? Well,
Yeah,
when we
again-
fought, no,
again,
hold
yeah.
up, Chosen, please, hold up. We bought the land from the French, and I think the Cherokee was there, and we exiled them out. But they actually agreed to it, and they were okay with it, and they chose their own land, and they did their own traveling.
They agreed to it because they didn't have any choice in the matter.
That isn't true.
It was a veiled threat.
That's actually not true. They actually had the choice to do it because America wasn't forcing them to do it.
And another thing, Dylan.
my gosh, so
with
you're-
the person.
Let him talk. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, this guy. We'll continue.
So first off, the person that conquered the caliphate was Khalid ibn Walid, and Khalid ibn Walid is a general. Muhammad was not really part of the Umayyad caliphate.
Yes.
I don't even know that's true. I
It's fine, it's fine.
Muhammad. I
If
might
you
be
don't know-
wrong, but I'm almost certain Muhammad conquered land. Right? I'll actually search
It,
that
wa-
right
it was
now.
it was more of a unifier of the Arab tribes as opposed to the later caliphates, which did imperialize and expand vastly.
Let me see this. Let me see. Did Muhammad conquer land?
I mean, yeah, he did.
He did. So he did conquer land. Yeah, he did.
Yes, but it was
You
land.
need to look at the
that-
way.
I don't
It's
care. I
conquered.
don't care if it was moral or not. I'm just saying that he conquered land.
Yes, but he wasn't
Again.
a foreign conqueror. He was a conqueror of his own people.
Yeah.
United them. He was a unifier, not a colonizer.
I really again. What was it recognized under then? Was it recognized under Muhammad's country?
It
Was-
was
yeah,
it
Caliphate.
It
was
was.
it was the Rashidun Caliphate, but it wasn't Muhammad's country. You don't say this because first off, the government wasn't only Muhammad; it was collective, and it was collective by each leaders of the tribe, and they basically unified this centralized tribes of Islam that attacked each other.
Okay, so my question is to you: did he go to war for that land?
I mean, I need to wait. I need to look and.
He did go to war. He did. Right. He went to war for the
Yeah,
land.
obviously.
So that means he's conquering it. Even if he's uniting, he's conquering the land. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
Yes,
Wait,
but
who
again,
do you think-
it's not the same thing. It's foreign conquerors going to a native land versus home conquerors, unifiers of their own land.
It's
It's
native
different.
against native. It's not foreign.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
exactly.
You're saying you just committed. You are admitting that is conquering. You said the word conquering. That's all I care about. I don't care if he unified it. I'm caring that he conquered land. Right? That isn't stealing. You would admit that because under your definition, war is stealing. So that means Muhammad stole land. I don't care
No.
if they unified. He stole land, according to you.
War, not all war is stealing. I corrected
Not all
that
war is
mistake that I
stealing,
said earlier in the live. I corrected my mistake on that. I changed
okay.
what I said because I realized it was too broad of a definition.
Okay, so
Colonizing
now-
is stealing.
So now colonizing is stealing.
Yes.
America
War, it's
didn't colonize.
in and of itself.
America didn't
it's not-
colonize. America didn't colonize.
Didn't they? Didn't they, man?
The American government didn't colonize. The British government colonized the Americans. The Americans
Yeah, and
didn't
then
colonize anybody.
expanded. The Americans
They
then expanded.
but that's the same thing Muhammad did.
Wait.
No,
let me
was
bring
it
this to a better point. Basically, what Tommy is trying to say is basically trying to say foreign people conquering native land is stealing, but native people conquering native land is not stealing.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
what's
was
the
trying to say. Yes.
Okay, dude. Let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that from 1619 to 1776, there were native people on the land, right? Because all native means that you were born on that land, right? There was people. George
Yeah.
Washington was born on that land. Thomas, all the founding fathers were born on that land. So that means they were native, and so they went to war for their their land, which they did. They beat the British, and then they expanded amongst the continent that they were born in. So that is the same thing. It's not really actually foreign countries coming in and taking land. You can say that what the British government did was immoral, but what the United States did was not immoral. And what's it stealing?
What's the ancestral ties the people of United States have with the actual native people of America?
What similarities? Is that what you're saying?
No, ancestral ties, because if you go back to their ancestors, they're often
I have no idea what you're saying, to be honest with you.
He's saying what ancestral ties do the Americans of the colonies have with the Native Americans of the
Oh, they
land?
have no, but again, I'm saying I define what native means. Native means is we were born on that land.
So is a
That's-
Somali English person native?
Well, technically, they're not. Well, if they were born here, technically they're native. That's all that native means, that you're born on that land.
So wait, let me actually.
I'm almost certain that's what it means, but that's how I would define native. I can disagree with definitions.
Do you like know that's a definition, or are you like,
That's how I would define it.
what's the actual like objective definition of
There's no such thing as an objective definition.
Pull up Merriam-Webster.
Let's go by paradigm. Yeah, what's the
Oh shit! My friend just joined. Can you invite him?
Who?
Brubra. His name is Brubra. Repeated.
Sure. Let me.
Thank
What
you.
do you debate on?
What do you
No,
want?
he's gonna help me with this. Yeah.
We're
What's wrong
debate
with
about
having
the
more
whole
people?
native tribes. If you guys want to debate about something else, we've been on this topic for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's gotten
We're
kind
gonna
of
give-
boring.
Weren't you gonna give 10 minutes per person?
Yeah, that's such a good idea. We could do like a formal debate, but yeah. Tell him to get to join up, because for some reason I can't invite him. Wait, Kami? Do you want me to let up Kami? Is that the guy you want me to let up?
Yeah, Brubra.
Oh,
He's
him?
in the chat.
Oh, Kami. Oh, okay. Well, that's be fun.
Oh, who did you mention? Not Antonio, the other guy. His name is like
Ah.
Bruh, repeated.
Yeah, you're Kami, dude. That guy's so annoying. Wait, tell him to join up. Tell him he joined up.
I'm trying to tell him. Sorry, just give me a second.
Tell him to join up, because for some reason I can't invite him.
Yeah, one
Well, I'm
second.
curious, what does the word native mean? What is the word native mean? Because I'm certain that it just means that you're...
If I try to Google it, it'll kick me out of the live. So
I know.
someone
I'll
do
I
it.
have a computer right in front of me. Native means a person born in a specific place or associated with a place by birth.
Okay, now okay, but
That's
now
exactly
Google
what I said,
indigenous.
just simplified.
Now Google search up indigenous.
Is it gonna mean the same thing? I don't. It doesn't.
I'm asking. I'm just like wondering.
Orienting or
That-
occurring naturally in a particular place. Native. It's just it's a simile with native.
Synonyms?
I mean,
Yeah, it's like the same
Okay,
meaning.
wait, so
Okay, no,
white
can
white
we,
Americans are Native Americans?
Sure, but again, so was George Washington. So was all the founding fathers. They were born in America, right?
So they're Native, yeah.
So they're native. So guess what?
Oh,
Guess what happens then? They won wars against other natives from that land. So you can't even say what Muhammad did was sure. Muhammad is the native versus a foreigner. I don't care what he did. I'm just saying he conquered land the same way that the United Americans did. It's not. It's the
Okay.
same thing. Because if you want to call what America did as stealing land, then you have to say what Muhammad did was stealing land.
But Dylan,
We've been on this
when you look
topic
up
for so long
indigenous-
now.
I know, but it's like we're waiting for your guy to join up.
Okay, you know what? Just forget about him. He's probably not gonna join up anyway. Just
What?
let's.
Do you want me to invite Kami? I might invite Kami.
Dylan,
sound.
indigenous actually means it describes original human population, local plants, and native animals. So original human populations is
No, that's not why. I read you out the definition.
no. I've actually looked it up like right now of indigenous.
Okay. First of all, I was finding the source that said that, but it's a dictionary definition, and it's exactly what I just said. It's also right here. It says it's a simile with native.
It's. I mean, for me,
Search
it's
it
really
up.
means
Search up,
like
it's
something.
indigenous. Search up. It's indigenous. A simile of native. It is.
Do you mean synonym or simile? Are you sure it's simile?
I don't even know synonym.
Okay, yeah. Okay, can we just change topic because this thing is also
We're
like
arguing
run
over
its course.
semantics for the last like 10 minutes. Okay.
This thing has run its
Um,
course, honestly. Okay, let's move on to something else. I don't know, whatever
okay,
you
I
want.
mean, I don't know, like, the Chosen, like, Chosen's an ANCAP.
No, I'm not ANCAP. I'm not ANCAP. I'm
He's,
not
he's
that
libertarian something.
Yeah, I'm a Christian libertarian. It's
Oh,
an
gosh.
ideology.
Jeez.
It's an
That's
actual
awesome, boy.
ideology. It's an actual
That's rough.
ideology.
Okay. Alright.
I'm a new libertarian phalangist.
Fucking die. Okay,
Never-
so, like,
never thought I'd
what
be
do you
laughing
want
with
to
the guy
do?
who
Like, what
wasn't.
do you want to debate about? Like, because I don't want to do 2v1. That's not, like, fair.
Can I be upfront? Like, can I actually like something just like upfront? I don't know if this like get you banned, so I don't want to like say it upfront.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the goys? The opposite of goy.
Oh, the juices?
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm scared of saying it. So
Yeah, I think
TV's
they've caused a lot of problems in the world, but I treat them with human dignity because they're humans.
All right.
But I don't think
I
I
mean-
think they're trying to destroy the
Because-
West. They're trying
yeah.
to destroy the West.
I wouldn't
Right.
blame him. But hopefully.
Okay. They're trying to destroy the West with mass immigration and open borders, and yeah, it's a plan that they want to do. They're orchestrating the
Just to be
Great
clear,
Eclipse.
just to be clear, I'm not a liberal, right? Like I'm not a
I know
liberal.
you're not a liberal. I know you don't like liberals. I
Thank
know.
God.
I've debated
Thank
so many
God.
communists. I know you guys
Thank
don't like
God.
liberals.
Genuinely, all liberals need to be beheaded.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's totally not immoral. Continue.
It's not immoral because it's funny.
Elmo, he needs a debate partner. Join up. Oh, jeez, dude. Elmo.
Elmo.
Bro,
He's
Elmo,
he's like, yo.
Oh
Elmo.
shit! He's a comrade. Let him up. He's a comrade. Let him
He is.
up.
Oh my gosh, comrade, dude. Jeez.
Oh, I know
It's
Elmo.
a word. It's a word. You'll live. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He's a comrade. He's a comrade, guys.
Please
It's a
stop.
word. Holy shit.
Liam, if you
Yeah,
try to like,
What's up?
Please.
Liam, why does your like mocking voice sound exactly like your normal voice?
Yeah, did you
I
see
don't
my
think it
response
does.
video? Yeah, your response video about abortion, it didn't really debunk my point. If you want to come up and debate about the abortion thing, you're free to. But yeah, it didn't
Irrational
really-
courage.
Just a fun. In Islam, abortion is allowed up to like a specific time. I don't know if you know that.
that's awful.
Like, for
Okay.
us, it's
That's
not
awful.
awful. It's a club
Abortion is
cells,
murder.
boy. I mean, it's
Abortion's
because of your
unfair.
religion. I get it, but like I can't
I'm
argue
not
about
even,
your
I can
religion.
make a secular argument for abortion. I don't need
We
it.
can all make secular arguments against abortion. Like I can give you one.
Free abortion
like-
for all. Wait, if you go whole philosophical, I mean, this guy is not English is not his first language. You start using those big philosophical words, which I don't know either. Like it's gonna be like rough.
You talking about me? I know English.
Well,
man.
both of
It's
us,
fine.
because like he just got like a whole argument from somebody that it speaks like
Yeah,
hieroglyphics.
Yeah, I know. I'm a dirty Oriental. I probably don't know how to speak English.
But I can make you like a secular argument for why, and I can make you like concede to allow awful stuff.
Look, here's the thing. Like for me, I'm not a front hold person, so I don't want to. It's not my place to speak about it. I feel like it's just like a thing that women should have a say in, not me.
Okay, so would that mean that slaves don't have a right, or non-slaves don't have a right to speak about slavery?
It's what? Two
A
completely different things, homeboy.
No, it's the same
Non-slaves-
principle applied to
Exactly.
equivalently.
It's a logical.
No, it's about a woman's rights over herself versus.
Oh my gosh.
Entire platform. or something.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Fine.
Please, okay. I want you to. I don't want this to go one ear after the other. Okay. I want you to just listen to what I said. Okay. Just listen to what I said.
Fine.
So if you can't speak on this, right? You can't speak on what a woman does for her own body. Is that true? Is that
Yeah.
good statement? Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's go into what a slave is, right? So a slave is property of their master. That's what's right.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the only people that can speak out against slavery is slaves?
No. Abolitionists have a say too.
Oh my gosh.
Non-slave owners have a say too.
Can you please just understand the logical like problem here?
Get the fuck out of my chat.
Can you please understand the logical problem here?
Fine.
What is
No,
do you
Eddie.
understand the logical problem? Okay, I can explain it.
Yo, let Elijah up. He's nice.
Oh yeah, Elijah.
Let-
My bad, Elijah. I didn't see you.
Let Eddie Wheeler up. Let Eddie Wheeler.
And I might as well let up Antonio because he could be your debate partner because he's a communist, but he's not really smart. I'll just let you know that he's not really
Fine.
smart.
Let him up there.
I don't think I've ever seen him win a debate about communism ever. So I'm just gonna let you know.
He's gonna drive me to the ground, but that's fine.
But okay, can you understand the logical critique here, or do you want me to explain it?
About abortion, sure.
The abortion and slave thing. Okay.
Or
So if the only people that can condemn abortion is a woman because they have a uterus,
what is that profile? Yeah.
then that means that the only people that can condemn that means the only people that can condemn slavery is slaves, because you've never been a slave before. Yeah. So you see what I'm trying to get at? It's a logical problem. It's a logical problem.
I see you, but just give me a second because there's, give me a second.
We got a communist in here, Antonio. Why are you
I know,
calling
Antonio's
He's a
not
national,
smart.
us?
a national communist? What the fuck? Nat communist? What is that even? You know what, brother? It's fine.
National
I
Bolshevik.
don't think you can't be a nationalist and communist. You literally
You
can't.
can't, yeah. How does the Nazi know
can't-
more about
the-
this than
the-
you, Antonio?
Marx wants like open borders and like I think doesn't communism want like the
That-
whole
that's
world?
the-
It can't, because
well,
communism can't exist within one country. It
There's
has to
not-
be the entire world.
Give me a
Wait.
second. Well, socialism can exist. Let me explain what Marx meant by stateless, classless society. You're imagining it like a bunch of like tribes, like the olden days. Is that how you imagine it? Because that's not what Marx meant by it.
communism. Yeah, primitive communism.
No. What Marx meant, primitive communism was a phase in the world, but it's not what we want. What the
Okay.
end goal is, imagine like a global confederation or an alliance of communes.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
know, that
imagining.
shit's
I'm
ass,
agreeing with
dude.
you.
But
I'm
these
agreeing with
communes
you.
basically just like if a commune needs like cabbages, another one can give that. It's just mutual, like benefiting each other.
Like
But that
hypothetically,
would
there
require-
be a state? Would there be a state in communism or no state?
There could be a directing force, but no state as an
Wouldn't that just be a
institution.
state? Wouldn't that just be a state?
It wouldn't. It would be directors, but there wouldn't be a centralized force governing
Okay.
it all.
Let's define a state. What does a state mean?
Do you want the Marxist definition or the actual definition?
Well, I kind of want. One guy here, Carter, just said there's no state in communism. He has Marx as his profile picture, but okay. So there's a. Let's say I would say a state is. I mean, I can give you like Aristotle's definition, but I guess we can go off what Marx says.
It's a tool of oppression of one class against the other. That's just the core.
That's just not. That's a horrible definition.
Commie. You're a
That's
commie.
that's smart
Absolutely
enough.
poor definition.
That's an awful definition. I can explain why it's an awful definition, because a state is inherently bad. It's actually natural amongst like humans that we need.
Yeah,
We need a state.
I don't want open borders. Just to be clear, like until communism is achieved, socialism
Yeah, great.
kind of
That's great.
has.
But I'm talking about. We're talking about. Let's just say what a state is, right? I would say a state is an institute that orders to keep structure in society. Would that be good? Would that be a good?
That's the government, but yeah,
Yeah, well, state and government is the same thing.
yeah.
Okay, so
I got a question, fool.
what's your question, Antonio?
Just a comment. Are you a cosmopolitan or what's up, perro?
What?
I don't understand.
Are
What,
you a
what the fuck is that
cosmopolitan,
accent?
fool?
What the hell? What the hell are you
Is that
saying?
like? Why is he
Mike-
talking like that? I genuinely
Carter,
cannot hear.
Carter,
him.
Well,
state
are
is
you
inherently
a
oppressive.
cosmopolitan, dude?
What
Fuck.
the heck? What are you talking?
Like you said,
Antonio, are you a
Google what-
national
I think it's
Bolshevik?
better if we just mute him. Just get him muted.
Dream girl, Allah.
Okay, so you agree to my definition of a state, right? So that it's,
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so under your definition, right, that you agree to, you said
Mhm.
there'd be something to direct force to keep order in society. That would be a state.
That would be a government, not a state. A state.
A state and the government are the same thing. You agree to that?
A state is a thing. The government is. Well, yeah, sure.
Oh, so you agree?
I conceded. Yeah.
Oh, so then communism would have a state.
I mean, no, that's not the definition of it.
Okay, so Marx's definition isn't even a state; it's just a tyranny, right?
Not a.
Well, I'm
it's
saying-
a theory of the. What? Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so you said that in communism there'd be like a directing force to keep order in society. That is the state.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Okay, so that
I'm
means
not-
in communism there would be a state, because in in society, you cannot not have a state because you won't be able to have order in society. You need to have
I
some
gotta
type
be
of
honest.
state.
I differ. Like I'm a Marxist-Leninist, but I differ from a lot of other communists about this fact. I don't want to dissolve the state in the end.
Oh my
Like
gosh,
I gave you the definition.
they gave me a violation for going against the
What
2020 election. Oh
now?
my gosh.
Literally 1984.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that a state can be tyranny, all right? Which I agree
I'm
with you.
I was just gonna try to say this is where I differ from a lot of my other peers about communism as a communist myself. For me,
Uh-huh.
I don't see a reason why the state should be dissolved, mostly because like what's
Ooh.
gonna protect you at that point? Like there's nothing to protect you if something happens. The
Okay, so
government, there
now,
needs to be a centralized force to
okay, so
protect
the
things.
centralized force to, there's a centralized force to, let's say, like force reproduction, not reproduction. Oh my gosh, reproduction,
What?
redistribution, right? So like redistribution within society for the common good.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so wasn't that tried in the Holodomor?
No. Yeah, forced collectivization was a thing, but as for the Holodomor, what happened was a lot of internal sabotage, and also exacerbated by other famines and environmental conditions. It
That
wasn't
isn't
a
true.
genocide because it was a famine.
That isn't
No,
true.
it was. It's a famine on the entire state. The entire Soviet Union was under a famine, as well as the Kulak class, which emerged during the NEP phase, the new economic policy phase. These people didn't want to be collectivized, so they killed their own cattle and destroyed their own crops, sabotaging the entire state's
Okay, so
agricultural industry and food.
that isn't consistent with first of all the Ukrainian peasants who were getting effed over here. They said actually it was a good harvest. Second of all, what they would do is that they would just what the Soviet Union did is that they made this such high production right what's the right word? They made such like you had to produce so much to the point where it was like bad for society, and then they would take everything. So even if you were under, they would just take everything and leave you with no food. That's why there was mass starvation. There wasn't no famine. Everyone, the Ukrainians themselves said that there was a good harvest. It's just that the Soviet Union took everything. Also, with the kulaks, with the rich farmers, they would just deport them all. That's just a fact. They deported all the rich farmers.
All right, take them away. I don't mind.
But okay, so first of all, with the rich farmers, they produced most of the grain and whatever they produced most of for society. So when you take those guys away, you have the less productive, like worser. Because if you're good, you were good what you did. Second of all,
Do you? Yeah.
second of all, they would make these high like bar levels. If you didn't reach it, then they would just take everything. So
Mhm.
that's why there was such a bad. That's why I call it genocide because it was
Mhm.
forced collectivization.
But it wasn't targeted against a specific group of people.
It was the Ukrainians.
Do you? Just a question. Do you think that communism makes people starve, or like socialism makes people starve?
I
Or
think the
you don't understand?
policies. I think in every dry socialist society, they've always starved, and that's just true.
Well, in the 1950s, the CIA themselves, the most anti-communist thing you
I
can
know
get,
where you're going. I know
released.
exactly where you're
Yep,
going to say.
yep,
I know
yep. Yes, the
exactly.
Soviet
Okay.
Union had as much daily intake of calories as the United States, but Soviet diet was
I've
more
heard it. I've
nutritious.
heard it a bunch of times. Okay, so first of all, one with this, the quality of food from Americans compared to Soviet Union was drastically different. It was actually way worse.
No,
The
no more
Americans
corn
had way
syrup.
better food. The majority of
Yeah, they had
food that the
boy
Soviets
stock.
ate were like wheat and like grain. It wasn't actual good food.
Yo.
Second of all, if that was
Let's
so
go.
true, why was there big black markets in the Soviet Union that pretty much fed the people?
That was
Dylan.
a big flaw of the Soviet Union. Yes.
Wait, so
that
there's
was a
black
big
markets.
10
You
minutes
were
ago.
relying on the black markets, so you're
We
conceding
have-
that.
Do you mute?
I do concede it, but here's the thing. That was a flaw with socialism in the CPSU, but it was improved upon and changed in other socialist experiments, such as China, which is
Oh,
socialist.
China.
And
Okay, well,
Dylan,
China.
Dylan, give
what's
me
up?
mod real quick. We have people who want to come on. This has been going on for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give you mine.
yeah, I'm fine with going right now.
Can you follow me? Because I actually had fun debating you. Can you follow me? Because I want to do this sometime in the future.
I hope I did good. Like, look, I'm not a, I'm a young, like I'm a pretty young person, so I hope that I
How do I make someone mod?
said anything worth of
Yeah,
Worth
follow
thought.
me because I would like to do this sometime in the future again.
I mean, it won't look good on my following list, but sure, man. All right,
How I make someone mod?
all right, man. See you around.
See ya.
Bye.
How I make
No,
someone mod? That's the
DM
better
is
question.
already mod. He just doesn't has. He just don't